through a horrible operation she had, and down MD Anderson. And the school was always good to anything I needed when I was working for them. I don't think I ever took a day off. I didn't need to for myself, for being ill or anything. I had 2 operations in my life, but I had them in the summer when I was 50 and 51 or 2. But I went down and stayed with her a week in Houston when she was at MD Anderson. Well, there's a trio. We had a trio. We have 3 pictures of a trio. Hard to know what to make of that.
That's okay if they don't make.
They're all one of a kind in a way, you know. I kind of like that one that was just before this, where she's holding out her hand and has such a good profile of her. Well, here we are again. Seeing that's that same dress. Now that's a good picture of her, and see, it shows her usual expression, because she, you know, wherever this was, it's up on a rock, it looks like. Or is that that's not wood, is it? It doesn't look like, does that look like part of it?
It's like a rock of some sort.
Wall, it's hard to say where it is.
I am down. You know, it's set up so that that right button takes you to the next one, or
I'm not going to. I don't really need the glasses, I think. Maybe I do. Fine detail. I don't know whether I'm doing my eyes harm taken off. You know, this eye is fighting glaucoma, and it's real fuzzy, about half of it. And this one has been through surgery to remove the cataract. So I asked the doctor, does it make any difference? It seems like I see better with them off, because I'm not as conscious of the blur in this eye. But he said, you can do just what you want to.
Good.
So that's a pretty good answer, isn't it? Now, see here, this is either the one that we were looking at, and I said I thought it was from California, somewhere maybe on the coast or what, or it's in some, I guess this is an inside place, whatever they were trying to
was staged.
show. That's a, I don't know whether this could be my uncle who went out to live with the aunt in California, or what, you know, who knows. This may could have very well even have been done for the benefit of the millinery shop. I don't know. Anyway, that's
okay.
I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I wish I did know whose this was, but I surely don't have a guess. It doesn't look, you know, have a resemblance to any pictures I have.
Friends of friends.
There's not much telling. This may very well, no, that's, I don't know, those leaves are pretty large on that tree one. But that's not near my grandmother's house, and I don't know. No use in puzzling. Okay, hello, Dad. That's Dad we talked about him yesterday, so, uh-oh.
You could push that back button.
This is
yeah.
This comes from East Germany, all right. Whether that's a clerical collar there, kind of looks like it. I don't know. That could have very well have been the pastor of their church over there. It's going to be questionable who it is. I don't see family resemblances in there. It's a nice looking man, isn't it?
Yeah. But
Cunevalda, I have something in there, I think that says Cunevalda on it. Whatever. What did we have before? Yeah, these are the three granddaughters of my great aunt, the sister of my grandfather, Wildy. And this is when we were in Chicago for the World's Fair in 1933 that I met these three, and I corresponded with them for a long time. Now this one is still living, and she was here and visited me since I'm in this house. Her name is Ottilie, spelled Ottilie. Her grandmother's name was Lie at the end, like my grandmother Emily has at the end of her name. And her grandmother at one time was in Austin, and I have a picture of her somewhere. It'll show up, I suppose. This is June Kapmeyer. Her mother lived to be 100. June has passed away. And this is Jerry Teets. She was a daughter of one of the sons, one of the sons in that family. These two, their mothers were children of that great aunt, and her father was a son of the same great aunt. So they are first cousins to each other. And this is and here are my two brothers. This is Albert, and this is Walter. And this was a 1927 Chevrolet. First car we had was a Model T Ford 1919. And this is a wooden box that Dad made and put on that running board. You could still open the doors. And then he also had made a trunk to go on a rack that was a metal rack that he made to fasten on the back, and strapped the trunk that he made on that. So that's how we carried our luggage. We just take that whole trunk, and it had space at the bottom. The front of it came off this way. The bottom is where that was hitched on, was enough to leave the space of one drawer. It's like a 3-drawer trunk. The bottom didn't come out. The bottom was in the bottom, and the front door of it came off at the top of that bottom section. Then there were 2 drawers. For many years I had that, and I don't know what I've done with it. I can't think right now. But I'm glad for that picture. Look at what all I could tell out of that. Okay, Mr. Ray. I wish we knew who this child is, but there's no way I'd have of knowing. It may be kind of sweet just to keep the picture in there. Could I tell it's a boy or a girl? Because boys were wearing skirts or dresses in the first few